Hey guys, Skyhound 008 here. So, a few months ago, well, I would say roughly a month ago, I decided to buy something from Amazon. And I know you're probably wondering, why would someone like myself be getting jewelry to a point? Well, here's the thing. In Japan, there is a show, they actually refer to it as tokusatsu, aka special effects show. For the most part, tokusatsu translates to special effects. There's a show that started back in the early 2000s, and only people around Japan know about this. But over time, the fan base, I would say, grew at a steadily slow rate. But in my honest opinion, I think this is underrated. And that being said, this is what it is. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doesn't it look like a skull? Something that'd be from Supernatural? Not the show, mind you, but in the genre itself. You would be right. The show that I'm talking about is known as Garo the Golden Knight. Now, for those tokusatsu fans, the small percent that know of this show, good for you. You likely know who this character is. However, it doesn't surprise me that most probably only know of it through the anime, which came out roughly, I'd say, 4 or 5 years ago. That being said, they actually have finished the third anime, like I'd say, I think last year, known as Vanishing Line, which sort of takes place on the modern end of the series. The first one taking place somewhere in Europe. The second season, which unfortunately did not do so well, in Japan. And after digging around and taking a look at the ratings, it is pretty safe to say that 1 and 3 did well, 2 not so much. I mean, I've seen the episodes for all 3, and I have to say they did a pretty good job. Anyway, for those of you guys that are wondering, this little guy is known as Zaruba. Now, in the show, they refer to it as the Makai term for friend, as is mentioned in the final episode of Season 1 of Garo. Now, for those of you that are wondering as to what it is, you can easily check the wiki if you would like. I will try and put the link in the description below. Now, if you actually do want to watch the show of the anime, you can either check it on Crunchyroll, or Amazon, or iTunes. Then again, I would say at best, if you really want to watch like what this show is about, I know the story is pretty good and all, and I like the characters, but at best I would say watch season 1 if you can, then do the movies, then you can do the sequel, and then if you'd like, you can do the spin-off, or you can continue on with the series and go with Makai no Senki. Well, scratch that, that's season 2. Makai no Hana, in that case, is the continuation of the Garo series. The spin-off is actually a little different, but I have seen most of the episodes. Overall, it's pretty good. Now, if you're really into horror, supernatural stuff, and the like, then yeah, I suggest go ahead and watch it. However, I will have to remind people, it's mostly for mature audiences, and there is a bit of nudity in there, so I really don't understand the obsession with Japan and doing that for at least some of the female monsters. But I don't know. It's Japan. What do you expect? Anyway, yeah, one more thing I should bring up. This character, Zaruba, can only be worn by the Golden Knight. So, I mean, fans would have already known that, but just a little tidbit. This can only be worn by one character. And I just mentioned it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out.